Well, hello. What's your name? Juan? I think you just made that up. Are you a liar, Juan? Are you a liar tonight? See, something that I know is that when your eyes go up to the left before you answer a question, you're telling me a lie. And when you giggle and blush, you like me. You can be Juan tonight if you want. My name is Rocket, Ruby Rocket. I'm a private dick. That's detective. You come here often, Juan? You do? Never seen you before. What are you drinking?
Cider.
Cider. Real men drink cider. Sometimes I lie too, Juan. Listen, I like you, Juan. You're cute. You got a nice smile and you're a good listener so far. So I tell you what, I'm gonna tell you a little story, and if you like it, you can buy me a cider later, and I'll turn it in for a whiskey. And then we can have a little dance. Sound good? And if you don't like it, you can buy me a whiskey straight up and we'll have a little dance. Either way, I'm gonna have some whiskey and we're gonna dance one. But I need a little help from all of you on account I like to drink and I don't have a very good memory. It's what makes me a good detective. I don't like details. They make you miss the big picture. So I need your help. I need to know what story you all want to hear. What's something that you think is valuable that you have or you wish you had that you'd be sad to lose?
Sanity.
Cannelloni.
I heard... Wait, what was the second one? Was it... Are you trying to say cannoli? Portland's so white, even Italians are people of color. But it's a good thing we're in Kashigo City, where there's cannoli on every corner. This is the story of a very special cannoli. It was the middle of winter, the heart of the darkness of winter, not in chronological time, but that part of winter where you're already past the holiday cheer and the holiday lights, and now it's just winter. There was no moon, and it was bitter cold. I never knew my father, and it was one of those nights where I thought, maybe my mother never told me who my father was because he was a black bear. Because all I wanted to do was hibernate. I just wanted to crawl into a cage or a cave. Probably would prefer a cave because I could get out whenever I wanted. But Juan, don't put it past me. I might enjoy spending some time in a cage sometime. I'm very open-minded. And when I get in that mood where I want to hibernate, I start to sleep so heavy it feels like after I fell asleep, a foot of snow fell on top of me. And to wake up, I have to push through the heavy, wet snow to get my head into the open air. Have you ever felt that way when you're trying to wake up?
Pretty sure you just fell asleep in an alley.
Who the fuck are you? Aren't you the same person who just said cannoli as cannelloni? You're together though, right? You know each other? You look like you could be brothers. But let me tell you the story. Because the funny thing is, I did fall asleep in the alley. It had been a long night, and I had been drinking until I was out of money. And I only had my one bottle of whiskey left, and I made it all the way back to my office, which is where I also sleep, unless I don't make it up the stairs. And I sat at the base of the stairs that go into my office. Cold, tired, and I fell asleep.
Private Dick. Private Dick. Oh.
Well, hello.
Hello.
How'd
Are you
know
Ruby Rocket?
I am Ruby Rocket.
Good. I found you on Craigslist.
Craig's a good friend of mine.
So listen, before I spill my guts all over you, are you as good as they say you is?
I am as good as they say I is. Sometimes I solve my cases even. Sometimes I don't. But you get what you pay for, and I don't charge much.
Is that Liz Taylor's white diamonds you're wearing?
As a matter of fact, it is. I don't own it. It just rubbed off on me at the bar earlier.
Well,
I was dancing real close to get warm. A woman who smelled real good.
sounds like my ex. She liked to wear that stink too.
You saying I stink?
In the best of ways. Listen, I got a case for you, Ruby Rocket, but I don't think you can solve it.
Here's the thing. You pay me in advance, and I keep the money whether I solve it or not. You could go to the cops, but I imagine there's a reason you didn't. And you can go to a more reliable dick, but they'll cost you a lot more. And I'm guessing, from the condition this fur coat is in, I'm all you got.
Look, my family's business is, let's just say it's complicated. And there's been a thievery, a theftery. Some shit's been stolen. And I need it back, my family needs it back. We can't afford to have it gone. I mean, I can't even afford cigarettes that smoke.
Who can? It's tough times.
Oh God, it's contagious. Everywhere I go, it's a dark cloud.
She was a beautiful woman. I liked her chaotic energy. She seemed loose and fast, the way I like women. And there was something about her that wasn't affected by the colds. It was like a fire was burning in her so hot. She could take off everything she had on. And instead of the outside making her cold, her heat made the outside hot. And I just wanted to stand near her.
God, where the hell did you go?
I just needed a moment to process. I was asleep when you got here. What's your name, hon?
It's Gammy. Gammy Cannelloni. I'm Sicilian.
Scammy, like somebody might call their grandma.
I didn't say I liked it, Ruby.
You want a drink, Gammy?
Yeah. Wait. No.
It's just whiskey I made under my desk.
Well, it's that kind of time, isn't it? The bathtub gin, the desk whiskey.
It's all anybody can afford.
I make a nice rye vermouth between my legs. It's a family recipe. Maybe I can show it to you sometime.
I wish you would, because I'm not quite sure what that means, but I sure as hell want to know what it means.
Oh shit, what time is it? Oh God, Ruby Rocket, I gotta go.
What am I looking for, Gammy?
There's a recipe. I know it sounds bizarre, but it's a recipe that means a lot to my family's business. We have an Italian bakery that, well, it's been going under, and we had a lot of tax problems, but this recipe, it's gotten into the wrong hands. And it's an intense recipe, Ruby. An intense recipe indeed. If you can get that back before it leaks, before it gets on Yelp or Twitter, before people find out about it.
It's good. That should give me a good 60, 70 years.
So can you help me, Ruby? This recipe, it's so dear.
What's it for? It's for a cannoli.
It's so good it echoes just when you talk about it.
I love cannoli.
The word just catches on the wind.
It does.
Kind of like your stink.
Where's your family's bakery?
It's at the corner of 4th and 4th.
I know that place. Been there a lot of times. It's the cannelloni cannoli.
Cannelloni cannoli.
All right. Look, the end of this if I solve it. And I'll only charge you if I solve it because I like you so much. You either pay me $500, or you show me how you make that vermouth.
You won't want the money, Ruby.
Suddenly I felt warm again. I had a fire inside me and I was ready to take on some more work. And as I said, I was out of money, so I needed the work. Or I was almost out of liquor and I could use the vermouth. How it was made was only a perk for me to look forward to. I started by finding my way down to 4th and 4th. The night had slipped by and it was already 6 a.m. I knew somebody would be up early, making pastries for the day.
Cannoli, can you please hold? Cannoli, please hold. Cannoli, how can I help you? 100 cannolis! No! Goodbye. We're not open yet, miss.
Sorry, I let myself in.
I thought I locked every door to this place. But that could have been yesterday or yesteryear.
Seems like you're having a bad day.
Cannoli on 4th and 4th. We're closed.
I was about to suggest you leave it off the hook.
It's freezing in here. It's been some winter. What can I do for you, drunk dame?
Look, I'm surprised you don't have the ovens on. They might keep you warm.
Oh.
Maybe you could start baking and fill some of these orders scattered all over your desk.
All these orders are just like my tears, for I am a childless mother.
What do you mean by that?
I think it's self-explanatory.
It really isn't. It really isn't.
Whatever your imagination tells you, it's worse.
Look,
Or the same. or very different from my intentions.
Well, listen, it looks like you could use some help around here, and I need some work. I'm real good with my hands, and I thought maybe I could help you bake some of your goods for the day.
We're missing ingredients, if you know what I mean. I'm a baker without sugar, if you're catching my drift. I'm a cannoli without the cream. I'm a cannoli without the ricotta.
She was so many things without so many other things. Clearly she was having a terrible day, but I had to start there because I thought, who could have sold the recipe or stole the recipe and sold it more than somebody who worked there? So I thought going undercover might help, but she wasn't cooperating. Look, I know a lot of people in this town. I could maybe pick up the ingredients you're missing, if you know what I mean. And I could maybe help you provide you with a lot of the things you're missing.
Oh,
Except
you
maybe-
want to be my intern?
Maybe I could be your child. You could adopt me, and you wouldn't be a childless mother anymore. I mean, we don't have to go through all the paperwork. Just in word, you take me on as the mother I haven't had since I was 8 years old. And I'll be the child that helps you make your family recipes and sell them here.
All right, good. Clean up this mess. And rub my feet. That's what children do, right?
Depends on the mother, I guess. But if that's what you want, that's what I'll do.
Good. Because I'm a motherless mother.
You're a mother with no mother or no children.
That's right. All I got is a sister, an uncle, some neighbors, a co-op, an ex-boyfriend, a current boyfriend, and a whole lot of phone calls that ain't getting answered. Also a best friend and a professional wrestler, partner in crime.
What kind of crime?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Who?
What?
No.
I didn't say anything. Listen, how about I rub your feet later, but for now I'll start filling some of these cannoli orders and answering the phone for you. Just give me the recipe and I'll start making those delicious treats.
Okay. Sugar. Cream filling. Powdered sugar. Dough. I'll be upstairs taking off my socks. Ready my feet for that massage.
I'll be up there as soon as I take care of this.
Cool.
She walked out, leaving me there with a bunch of unfilled orders that needed attention. But what kind of recipe is that? Just cream filling and dough? How much cream? How much sugar? How much powdered sugar? Some of them wanted chocolate chips. How many do you put in each cannoli? I didn't know. I didn't know anything. So I just started doing my best and hoping somebody would come in. But nobody did. Nobody from the family, that is. Pretty soon I started hearing her yell for me to come upstairs and rub her feet.
My feet! Come upstairs and rub them.
I was terrified. I was terrified in a way, Juan, that I have never been terrified before. I decided I would sneak out the back and see who else carries cannoli in the neighborhood, who might be interested in that particular recipe.
Sweetheart,
Yes,
sales are down.
I know.
Something must be done.
I've done something, Marg.
Okay.
So we're all good there.
That was both vague and unhelpful.
Look, I don't want to drag you into this. It's dangerous.
I married you.
That was dangerous.
I am already dragged into this.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Papa, can I go out and play?
Oh.
Gory, get back to bed.
Oh,
Yes, it is 3 in the afternoon. You should be asleep.
I sleep all day and I sleep all night and I never get to do anything, sport.
Well, your mother and I are going through some rough times.
Can we have some soup today, Papa?
Yeah, you can. You can have all the soup you want, can't
I'm starving. I'm a hungry little boy who sleeps all day.
Why don't
Well, let me tell you something. If you go up and you lay in bed, we'll bring you a tray of soup real quick.
I have my doubts.
He eats so much soup.
Jamie, do you remember how it used to feel when we were passionate enough to make that? I feel like all that passion is gone now.
My business has taken over the passion. I want the passion again. That's why I did what I had to do.
Hello.
Hello, Doctor.
Yes, good to see you both. I've come for my delivery.
I'll only be a moment. Gerg, come down here.
Who's here, Mama and Papa? Who's here?
Is this the specimen?
Yes. The doctor has all the soup you want.
Uh-oh. This seems not correct.
This will be perfect.
This is the way to the door.
We'll see you soon.
Are you sure?
Jamie, is this what I think it is?
It is.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Aufsteigen, Fröben.
I watched through the window as the owners of the McLean Bakery sold their son, or at least gave him away to a frightening German doctor. And then I knocked on the door.
Do we have any extra powdered sugar?
I'm sure we do. Oh. This late in the night? 3 in the afternoon? Could it be? Yes, hello?
Sorry to bother you so late in the afternoon.
Whoa. Come on in.
It tracks if we're a bakery.
Yeah, it does.
Yes. I was wondering if maybe the two of you would be interested in selling your bakery. I have recently come into...
Whoa.
Sorry.
Are you robbing us or asking us nicely for our bakery?
Sometimes I just forget I'm holding my gun. It's an extension of my hand.
Look, we don't want any trouble, miss.
Oh, there's no trouble. I just love your bakery. I've been there many times. Right there on 4th and 6th. So close to another bakery and so different in what you carry usually. I've noticed that you started carrying cannoli and I thought, I would love to own a bakery that carries cannoli. And I recently came into some money and wanted to see if I could purchase your bakery.
That's a leap.
No is the answer to that. We just lost our child.
Yes, it was tragic. It was a tragic
We're going through a
soup
rough time.
accident.
I can't lie. I've got to say, I just saw your child leave here with Herr Doctor.
You
And
saw
I
it?
thought that maybe if I bought your bakery, you could perhaps get your child back.
Jamie, perhaps we could sell the bakery and get our child back. And then travel.
You do love traveling. Look,
As I watched them discuss their lost child, I couldn't help but notice they didn't seem to give a shit. I thought for sure they would be vulnerable to my offer because they would be brokenhearted, and yet they actually seemed quite relieved.
all right, we'll sell you our bakery.
Wonderful.
Great, that's great.
Awesome.
Cash or check or...
I'll need to have my lawyer draft up an official offer. We do need to agree on a price. What
Do
would you...
we really need to bring lawyers into this? Couldn't we just do a little cash exchange, maybe?
Or a big cash exchange?
Just get it done as quickly as possible. And then it'll just be done and over.
The cannolis will be yours. Am I? That was hot.
I'll give you whatever you want. You name the price and I'll bring you cash later this evening. But first I just need one thing. I need to know that you have the recipe for the cannoli that you've been selling.
What? You mean the one that we created on our own?
Just with our own brains
Yeah.
that are in our own skulls that were given to us by the Lord God above.
So yes, we will give you that one.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Can I see it now?
We keep it under heavy lock and key. The key and lock are both heavy.
I understand. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Jamie is very strong.
We have a lot of time while he goes and fetches the recipe.
Jamie! Jamie!
It's gone!
What?
What?
Yeah, it was just there this morning.
Interesting. I guess I'm not interested in your bakery then.
Well, it was a pretty simple recipe.
Please.
Flour, cream, dough, bread, and sugar.
I walked away while he continued to list just random ingredients, many of which have never been in cannoli before and should never be in cannoli ever. Bread? Who puts bread in cannoli? Nobody. Maybe if they're Irish, they do. But now we had either two recipes missing or one recipe missing twice. Because nobody could remember the recipe, I didn't know one. Somebody wanted to have the only cannoli recipe in town, that's for sure. So I went downtown to the police station, talk it over with my old friend Rick. One, have you ever loved somebody so hard that when you fall asleep at night, the first thing you dream about and the last thing you dream about is that person, and it causes your whole body to sweat from head to toe, and you wake up in a pool of liquid that you've emitted from your own body? Have you ever loved anybody that hard that they make you sleep in sleep sweat? One? Are you with this person? I guess your arm's around somebody who does not want to be with you. One. Maybe if you slept sweat every once in a while, you'd understand.
I want to thank you so much for your help with the case. You're one of the best detectives I've ever known. You're the kind of guy I aspire to be, Rick.
Well, just call me a revolving door, 'cause I'll keep going around and around until I let you in.
All right. Just call me a fat guy in a little coat. Fat guy in a little coat.
Next time, don't be so careless with your jewels, especially ones from Africa. Those are the hottest right now.
Sometimes I open a window and I throw jewels out of it. Sue me.
Have you ever heard of something called Just for Men? It's a hair coloring product. Can go on both your hair and your beard.
What's your point, asshole?
I'm just saying the white mustache ages, and you are not looking like a fine wine.
You're a real son of a bitch, Rick. Thanks. And also, fuck you. Hey, good looking.
Afternoon.
You're a hot piece of cutie.
I wish I could say the same for you.
Why's everybody hating on my mustache?
White mustache ages.
It's blonde, you assholes.
Looks like your hair's blonde. Your mustache, not so much.
Well, I guess I'm headed for the bridge.
Well, thank you for telling us, because that's a case we won't have to solve.
You don't let me finish. I'm gonna throw some jewels off that bridge. Because I can.
Bye.
Enjoy.
I'm not ready to leave yet, you assholes. I might stay all day.
All right.
Tasty water in there?
It's vermouth. That's all Rick drinks is vermouth. Straight from the
vermouth.
bottle. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
I'm actually. Oh, you're gonna finally go?
I'm gonna leave you two disasters to yourself. And I'm gonna go and take care of my mustache.
All right. All I can say is, I hope the drapes don't match the curtains.
Son of a bitch. Oh, it's a push door.
Well, well, well.
Well, 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 Rick.
Good to see you, Ruby.
Always good to see you, Rick.
I want you to try this vermouth. I got it from a lady who makes it between her legs. Taste that rye. So what brings you into the police station? And A, how did you know I was here?
Rick, you're always here.
But I'm not arrested this time.
No, you're not. Which is nice. You're as handsome as you are dumb, Rick. And that's what I love about you. Tell me, Rick, why can't we make this work?
Because your red lips are like a stop sign, babe. You should try some green lipstick sometime. Maybe then I'll go, but until then, it's a no. You and me, we're like oil and vinegar. We're like...
Oil and vinegar go great together on a salad, Rick.
Well, I eat meat. And I know you don't, and that's why we don't get along. Most of the time. But you know my heart's with you.
I know it is, Rick.
Gotta stop drinking this.
Too good?
Too good. And it does not get me drunk. I don't know why I drink it. It's such a waste of time.
Rick, I need your help. There's something going on in the baking world here in Kashigo City.
There's only one thing that's ever going on in the baking world in Kashigo City. And that's a cannoli with too many recipes.
Maybe you know something about it.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do.
Sounds like you do, Rick.
Ruby, I don't mind helping you with your cases, but a dame like you smart enough to figure out things on your own. I mean, I know a little inside information, but I don't know. What am I gonna get for it?
Whatever you want.
Oh my. Those...
Your chair's higher than your knee,
it's
Rick.
I know,
I
I'm
can't sit on your lap that way.
Yeah, there you go.
There, that works
Oh,
better.
that's
Yeah, there we
There's
are.
my baby. Snuggle in. God, I miss you.
I miss you too, Rick. We don't have to be apart.
Well, when we're together, it's not good. Especially when we live together. You're a mess in the bathroom.
I am a mess. I am a mess,
I
Rick.
just don't understand. Listen, there's this woman, all right?
She
for your
made
case.
She made you that vermouth, didn't she?
She did. Fine-looking woman. Gorgeous. Good cheekbones. Doesn't need a lot of eye makeup.
No. No, she does not.
She's lean.
White
Sassy,
teeth,
good
sparkly teeth,
I agree.
iridescent skin.
Well. All right. Yeah, she gave me this vermouth. She sang a sad song. And I mean it, she really did sing a sad song.
How'd it go, Rick? Why don't you sing it for me?
Well, I would, but I think you need to hear it from her.
Okay.
She was a vaudeville singer. Did she tell you that?
She didn't.
She worked the circuit.
I want to know why she went to both you and to me, Rick.
Well, I think she came to me the same reason you come to me, Ruby. Irresistible. Women cannot keep their hands off the Rickster.
You don't have to rub it in, Rick. I don't like to think about you with other women.
You know you're my only dame, my only broad, my only oyster shell on some stems.
It's really graphic, Rick.
Sorry, I've been drinking a lot of this vermouth.
It's really gone to your head.
It's gone to my head.
All
Listen,
right.
I just think there's something in this vaudeville circuit. It seemed real suspicious. The boss that she worked for sounded no good.
All right. Thanks for the tip.
I love you so goddamn much.
I love you so goddamn much. Your hat got in the way.
I'm sorry.
I walked away without our lips meeting because the brim of his hat kept our faces from each other and Rick couldn't quite work out how to tilt his head. It's typical, but it's hard to resist him because of it. I decided to go back to my office. There's a vaudeville house right next door. It's pretty seedy. It's a cheap-ass part of town, and not many people go there. But apparently, it's where I'd find Gammy.
Terrible show.
That was not good.
I did not care for even 1 minute of it.
No, we didn't do the right thing, sisters.
No, we did not. We chose wrong.
And we spent a lot of time trying to decide.
Oh, ouch, oops. I feel so embarrassed.
Don't feel embarrassed. You did your best.
Thank you, Gloria. You're gorgeous.
You're gorgeous.
You're gorgeous.
Hello! I'm still here is all.
You're all so gorgeous,
You're
Cherry
gorgeous,
Tree.
Cherry.
Oh, you stop.
You're like a blossom and a cherry on a
You're
tree.
like a pit inside of a beautiful gold orb.
You're like the glint off of a big round sapphire.
Oh.
I heard there might have been a scout in the audience.
Oh no.
And that's why I flubbed my lines to a very famous song.
You got nervous.
I know.
You want to do it again?
I'd love to.
So you
but
can
I'm
just really
exhausted.
nail it?
I'm exhausted.
We'll do the backup. Go for it.
What? Me and my sisters, we need some misters. Me and my sister, we have some blisters. Me and my sisters, we love them twisters. We love them twisters. Twistity bits to disters.
Perfect!
Oh, yes, of course, here in the dressing room, I nail it.
That's what.
But out on stage, I failed it.
It's hard to perform in front of an audience. No, sister!
I'm just cleaning my teeth.
What the hell was that?
Oh, it's Gammy.
Oh, please don't yell at us again. I don't think my weak little heart could take it.
We did the
Gammy,
best
your
we could.
necklace nodded right at your vagina. Very subtle.
Yeah, that's right.
Very classy and
I
subtle.
got a tendency to go home with the wrong men every night, so I put my pearl knot there to remind me to think twice.
You're so smart, Gammy.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
I messed up, okay? I messed up the song.
But you just did it perfect again. Do
I
it
did
again.
it perfect. You want to hear it again? It's nothing like meeting some misters. Me
I made my way into the audience and I watched one of the worst things I had ever seen at that place. And I thought, please God, let Gammy be better than this. And then she came out onto the stage and performed.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, you've already got a mic.
Well, this one's, yeah, we'll just give you that one.
Sorry about what happened earlier, crowd. Sorry about not rhyming blisters and twisters properly. My dear.
Hello, everyone. Okay.
Hello.
You already got it. Oh, I already got it.
No, I already have it. Will you guys go? All right,
We
please.
want to redeem ourselves. Can I talk to you, Gloria? The hooga chaka hooga is not very important.
You guys are very embarrassed. Can we please just go?
Cherry
You said you
tree.
loved the
Please.
Hi, everyone.
I'll see you guys later.
Oh my God.
Bye-bye. And until that beautiful day, good night.
Well, I was going to sing a song, but I only had 2 minutes allotted for my time, and the Sisters Act took about a minute of it, so.
We're just in from the booth. You got 3 minutes.
Oh my God.
You got more time than you ever needed. Stop it, Gloria.
You know what? Actually, I want you to come back out here. Come back out here.
My ride's here.
No, come back out here.
My ride is
Nope, you
here.
took All my time. We're gonna
No,
do
I
this
got more
together.
time for
No, we're
you.
gonna do this together.
Well, if you insist.
Now you remember this song.
Is this one from our Southwest Circuit?
Yeah. We did the South Pacific tour together.
That was so fun.
This is my partner in crime. And when we toured together, there were a lot of men that came in and out.
Oh, man.
A lot of men. And, but we stayed true to our friendship and never ever let a man come between us. And that's what this song is about.
That's right.
I started making vermouth on the road.
She makes it between her knees.
And that was because this girl got me on track. Ready?
Of course.
We like to sing a cappella because
We killed our piano player.
There's a moon that rises in the night.
There's a star that's always shining bright.
There's a girl in a red dress that does her best.
And there's a boy in a cherry-colored vest.
But there's only one thing I want to do with you.
And that is go to Gromans and try on some brand new shoes.
And that's when we'll dance. We'll dance. We'll
dance. That's when we'll dance.
That's when we'll dance. In our brand new Gromans shoes.
We'll dance.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And as they finished, the whole crowd stood up and gave them a rousing standing ovation. And the tears ran down my face as I watched them and their love for one another and their love for the stage. You could tell that there was almost nothing that could make them give up. The stage, the audience, the claps. They lived for those claps. Maybe not even cannoli could come between them. I went backstage to have a word, and I found something terrible. There was nobody in the green room except Gammy. She was laying on her back, so beautiful, as if asleep after a wonderful night of excessive drinking. Except there was a knife just planted It was a roughly handled knife. Clearly there had been a struggle, and there it laid in her heart. And the struggle had been so bad the knife had broken in two, so the blade was in her heart and the handle laid flat. And the blood ran and stained her beautiful, terrible white fake fur coat that had molted all over her and everywhere she went. Gammy was as beautiful in death as she was in life. And I could only think whatever exists in the universe that I had gotten to see her last song. I walked out The audience had already streamed out into the streets. The sisters, that wonderful act that everybody loved to hate, were nowhere to be found. But I had only one clue of where to go next. I followed the chunks of Gammy's coat that had fallen off her murderer's coat, and I found her. The sister who had sang with her, crying quietly to herself behind McLean's bakery. It was a beautiful song you sang tonight.
Thank you. It was fun to be reunited with Gammy and also my two other sisters.
Seemed like you and Gammy had a magic that you and your two other sisters really don't have together.
That's because Gloria keeps wanting to go ooga chaka, ooga chaka. It's a hard melody to sing to. And it's far ahead of its time.
Seems like you and Gammy had something special.
Yeah.
Maybe something her family could take away if they made her stay at the bakery and help out.
Oh, she never would stay at that bakery. She had too much bigger fishes to fry.
But she also had an obligation.
Oh no, my knife. It's not in my purse.
I think I may have seen your knife.
Where? Stabbed in Gammy's stomach? I've said too much. Oops. Oops, it's a hookah chaka. Hookah chaka.
That's exactly where I saw it.
Have a good night.
That terrible German doctor had a fur coat hanging out of his suitcase.
So you gotta tell me this, because for a second I thought somebody might have stolen your knife and killed Gammy with it until you knew exactly where it was.
Well, that's exactly what happened, but I looked in the mirror and through the mirror's reflection I saw the window. And through the window I saw Gammy with my knife hanging out of her chest, and that's why I've been crying.
But you didn't do it?
No, I didn't do it. I don't do it.
When she pulled her glasses up and her eyes came together, cross-eyed, I knew she had been telling me the truth. Or was she?
No, I don't do it.
I quickly made my way to follow the doctor, and we had a very long chase scene throughout Kashigo City. As soon as I caught up with him.
Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka.
That chase was a lot shorter than I expected, Doctor. What do you got in your
We
case?
Germans are not known for running.
What are you known for? Losing?
Finding.
What'd you find, Doctor? I think I recognize that coat.
Goodness.
Belonged to a good friend of mine who owes me some vermouth.
I've always been terrible at packing.
I guess that's not something Germans are known for.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would, Doctor.
Well, this is above you, Ruby Rocket. Why don't you stick to your little cases with your little lost jewels and your little lost children? And leave the bigger matters to others.
How'd you know my name? Is that fucking German?
Danke?
Doctor, I'm gonna need to ask you to open that case.
Fine.
And if you don't do it just because the lady asked,
No.
you can do it because the lady with a gun asked.
All right, Ruby. I will open the case. You already know what's in it because it's literally hanging out. It's literally hanging out.
Is that the only thing in it?
There is that's it. That's only the only thing in it. I've already gotten rid of the rest of her. Oh shit. Cannolis are not always what they seem.
And with that, the doctor ran. And then it all came together.
Did it?
Have you ever heard of a German pastry you enjoyed? Name one. Anyone in this room, name one. Strudel? Come on! That's just breakfast. What happened was the Germans wanted to open a bakery in Germantown. And what they needed were two things: a recipe and a kid who knew how to bake. I walked down to Germantown and I found a shop that had just opened. And when I looked in the window, there was the German doctor. And there was the McLean kid making cannolis from that recipe that the McLeans had stolen from Gammy and that the doctor had stolen from the McLeans. The kid the doctor had gotten fair and square bought it out from McLean's parents because they wanted to travel and find their passion again.
Hey, putting the filling in. That's why I got this pastry bag.
Less talking, more filling!
We found our passion, honey.
Yes, it was hiding all along.
We're terrible people.
You open for business yet?
That's a bad word. That's a bad word.
That is a bad word. Good job, kid.
Thank you.
Sorry, doctor, but you left all your weapons right here where I could just walk up and take them.
Fine, Ruby Rocket. You win again. But just like the Germans in the Indiana Jones movies, we're gonna come back into some other sequel and find some other crap.
Just then, Rick walked in and arrested the doctor after a long, slow-motion fight between the doctor and Rick.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, he's hitting him hard. He's hitting him. It's over. They're kicking him. Kick, and hit and drink and kick.
Rick drank his vermouth the entire time.
Kicked it. Kicked him and he hit him. He eyed him with 2 fingers in it. He eyed him. And he kicked him. They kicked him and he put his finger up. He said, wait a minute. And he broke his finger. He broke his arm and he kicked him in the butt. Kicked him and kicked him. Oh, he's gone. Oh, did he beat him with his own hand?
Rick arrested rest of the doctor took him in, and I was left with this kid. But I knew somebody who was a childless mother, who needed a little help around a bakery, because I wasn't going to return that kid to those terrible parents. Afternoon.
Hi. Hello, motherless child.
You're a motherless child and a childless mother.
Yeah.
And I can't help you with the mother, but I brought you a present.
Oh. I love him. Yay.
He just likes soup and something to do. He doesn't want to sleep all day. Just promise me you won't make him rub your feet.
Okay.
Okay. And I walked away as they danced, so happy to have each other. A child with a mother who wanted a child, and a mother with a child who wanted a mother, and a child with a mother who wanted... You get the picture. So what do you say? How about the three of us get a whiskey? Have a little dance? You up for it, Juan? Me too. And that's the case of the very special cannoli. Thank you guys. Please give it up for DK Reinemer, Katie Barrett, Jaime Moyer, Maribeth Monroe, our very special guest. Also, Emily Cunning, who's been doing everything in the dark over there. Upstairs, Anthony on the lights, John Tim on all these beautiful graphics. Your door staff, your bar staff. We're going to be turning this show into a podcast so you can check out all the Ruby Rockets we've been doing all over the country, and we've been doing it here. We'll be doing it here Thursdays all the way through March. We have other special guests, Amber Nash, Stephanie Weir, Ron Lynch, all coming up to play in Ruby Rocket with us, so check that out. Plus our regular cast members, including Katie Behrens, Tyler Quinn, Laura Sam, so please come support it. We're just running through March, and then we're going to take a break. But also, if you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, you can get updates on when the podcast's coming out. There's also a comic book. It started as a cartoon in like 2000. When was it, Sam? 2001, 2003. And Sam Neiman is my co-creator of this character. So I just want to acknowledge Sam being here today. And one last round of applause for you guys. Thanks so much for spending your Sunday with us. Have a great night.
So fun.